Alright, going to do a quick tour. This is a Prime lightweight. This is an International. I lease this truck, and I lease it because I operate one of the dedicated tanker accounts that operates out of Decatur, Indiana, and Bellevue, Ohio. I'm actually taping this in Bellevue at the tank wash. D&D Tank Wash, Bellevue, Ohio. Looking at this truck, you can see it's a lightweight because where the window is where the bed is, and there is no space between the window and where the seat is. So that's what makes it a lightweight truck. It obviously weighs less than a full size. If you ever see a Prime truck and want to know what the numbers mean, the first number is a code for the manufacturer. 6s are Freightliners, 7s are Peterbilts, 8s Internationals, and 9s are Kenworths. Second number on there is the years. This is a 2016. Third number, at least as far as lightweights, all lightweights have a 9 as the third number. So there you go. As I mentioned, this is a tanker truck. Yes, it is very dirty. So it has a hydraulic PTO pump right there. It also has this Wabasco Eco heater, is the tank heater. Your usual air hoses and electrical hookup. I did spring. It's my one little toy I have on here. It's a train horn. It's just the generic train horn you can get at any Pilot, Flying J, whatever. I actually used Pilot points to purchase that. If you are new to trucking, I recommend trying to go with one particular fueling truck stop station, using trying to get all your points there, because it's just like cash. So I tend to go with Pilot Flying J. That is a Rigmaster APU. This one, brand new with this 2016 truck. I've had it about a month and a half. Knock on wood, I have had no problems thus far with this brand new one. I also had a new one on my last truck. Actually started, I take that back. I started out with an older Rigmaster that was out of the warranty period. It was over 4 years old. Replaced that one with a brand new one. Had no problems with that new one. Have had no problems with this new Rigmaster APU. And once again, just giving you a general look. This is also a mid-roof, which is nice in tanker, also nice in flatbed for aerodynamics. These are the same size inside, and I'll show you inside when we get there, but they just have the high-rise cap on the top for the reefers. So there's no additional inside room. They just have a top cap on there for aerodynamics so that they fit the reefer truck. So there you go. It's a Freightliner. Sorry, I actually used to have a Freightliner lightweight. This is an International lightweight with Prime. We'll take you inside here in just a moment. So here we go. This is the inside view of the Prime 2016 lightweight International Prostar. As I noted outside, the biggest difference between a lightweight and a full size is right here. Here's your seat, and here is your bed. Full size, if you're not aware, does have cabinets right here. Same on the opposite side, obviously driver's seat, passenger seat. But there are none here. I did mention before I had a Freightliner lightweight prior to having this particular truck, and the biggest difference, there are several differences, but really the biggest difference size-wise are the cabinets up here, which we'll talk about in a moment, and the space between the seat and the bed. You can see this is a little bit more than a hand, a little bit more than my wrist's worth. The Freightliner, these magazines, and by the way, these are real nice. 15, 20 bucks at a truck stop. Some additional space. I've got magazines. I've got remote controls. I do have a TV. I'll show you in a moment. But the Freightliner, you know, these magazines pretty much touched the bed. So there was probably that much, you know, maybe half a hand's worth less space between the back. So I've got some additional storage. I use the floor space here, use the floor space on the other side. Yes, those are puppy pads. I do not have a dog in the truck. In tanker, they are good for spills. So keep that in mind. That's a good cheap alternative. Puppy pads as opposed to the spill pads that can be a little more expensive. So the space behind the seats are very nice. It just makes it seem a little more roomy in here. This also has the front curtain. This curtain goes right behind the seats and across. This one is the only one I ever use. I never use this curtain. This one goes around the front. There's a little channel that slides around. Just makes the just a little bit more room. So those are very nice. If you have a lightweight and can get that, try to go for those. Those are available also on the full-size trucks. Little storage cubbies up above there and there. That's basically the same on the Freightliner as well as here in the International. That paper towel holder is specific to the International. It's a little pull-up cabinet, and then right there is a spot for the CB. That's basically the same on both the Freightliner and the International, but this space up here, there is no storage on the side on the Freightliner, so additional storage here, and it's pretty deep. It's, again, you know, hand plus the wrist and then some, and I've got, you know, my safety vest. I've got a rain jacket. I've got some rags up here. I've got cleaning supplies over on this side, stuff like that. Also, I mentioned before, I have a TV. There it is. It is mounted in the truck. And then these are the cabinets up above, and you can tell this one, I don't have a whole lot in there. All my clothes are over on this one. But there's 4 storage cubbies with these. The Freightliner had 3 kind of up here along the back, and there's just a ton more space for storage in the International as opposed to the Freightliner. And the International also has windows. These are just held up with Velcro. Obviously for sleeping, that's kind of nice. So there you go. And up front, Rand McNally GPS. I do have a forward-facing camera, and then a little mount for my cell phone. So if somebody calls, you don't have to be searching for it and see who called you. Also, just to show you the dashboard and that. Here's the dash on the International Prostar. There are a couple specific items, and there's obviously little cubbies here. This is the PTO pump switch. This is the tank heater switch. So a couple items that if you're a reefer flatbed driver, you're not going to have those on your truck. But there's the dashboard on the International lightweight. Does have 3 cup holders down there at the bottom as well. So there you go. A lot of folks I know have questions about what the lightweights are like. I personally don't have a problem with them. I do have a dedicated account. Do get home several times a week, so it's not as big of a deal. My Freightliner, before I did live close to my dedicated area, I took the passenger seat out. I had some additional cabinets and one of those plug-in coolers over here. So there you go. 2016 International Prostar Lightweight with Prime.